Of course, you got your host, Jigo, and your co-host,
Gabby.
and this is the podcast, Mxd Fruit.
Yes. So, Jigo, tell me a bit about yourself. What do you do? Why are you here? What's your favorite pastime?
So, I am a owner of a clothing brand. This sounds so weird listening to myself and then trying to talk.
Right, and then looking at yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what? Hello?
But it's cool. I think it's something we'll get used to.
Okay.
Or me. I got the headphones on.
Yeah, I'm like, after doing it the first time, I low-key refused.
Yeah.
But can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You sound great.
Good.
You sound great.
I don't want to repeat it last time. We had a whole great conversation.
We did. I mean, I'll just let you know to get close.
Okay. Thank you.
So, I'm Jigo. I run a brand called Art Heist. It's my company. Y'all boys should go check it out. Yeah, I also do graphic design, paint, videography, photography. And what do you do,
What
Gabby?
don't you do? Do you sing?
I can't say. I could if you want me to. I'll do a little something for a 20, you know?
What's your cash app?
Yeah, it won't be good. It won't be good, but hey.
I appreciate the effort. I do.
Thank you. What do you do?
So I'm Gabby. I am a visual artist. My main focus is painting, but I do a lot of different things. I do sculpture work, some welding. Now I'm on a podcast.
You weld?
I weld. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Literally like 2 or 3 houses down, I weld.
That's.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that before?
I feel like I just said that I use that studio space, but I don't think I told you that I weld.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's really fun. I really like to do a lot of things with like heavy machinery that most people would be like, what? You? Because I'm also like extremely tiny. So
Like,
yeah.
give me the chainsaw. Let's
let's
make something
do
cool.
that. Like, can we melt some metal? Like, how do I work this?
Damn.
So I like to do stuff like that.
Okay.
So, you know, painting is a lot easier because I can do it at my house. I can't melt metal at my home.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but I'd probably kill everybody. Like,
I mean,
all these fumes.
hey, I mean, art has like a little bit of danger in it,
Definitely.
and I feel like it tells more of a good story
It
than
does.
like.
One of my mentors, his dad was like a really big artist, and when he died, his lungs looked like he was a smoker for like 20 plus years, and he never touched a cigarette.
Damn.
It was just because of the materials he used.
Damn. Art can be fucking dangerous,
Right.
and no one even knows.
Right. We literally risk our lives for this.
Yeah.
So I like to thank everybody who appreciates and put on everybody who don't know. So.
Yeah. Thank you. I be risking my mental health.
Right. There's so many things that we risk.
Yeah.
And we're just like, let's be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And then so many people are like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't get it.
I'm gonna put my soul in this T-shirt.
Right.
Kind of see how that goes.
And sell it.
Yeah. I'm gonna put piece of me.
So y'all can have it. That's exactly what it is. Like cutting yourself up into little pieces and just distributing it to, you know, the world. It's nice though.
And that's how I feel like you could tell what good art is.
Right.
So,
Right.
speaking of art, who are some people that influenced you?
Like personally that I actually know, Io Scott and Ron Bashan. Those are 2 like extremely pivotal people in my life. If they didn't take me under their wing and teach me damn near everything they know, I would not be here as this artist that I am today. But like outside of who I personally know, Sam Gilliam is like my favorite painter. I should bring the book and let you see.
Yeah.
My favorite painter. He literally broke the frame of a canvas. So like he was like, why just use a stretch canvas when I could hang it and make it interactive? So it's really cool. Yeah, he opened my eyes to a lot in the whole abstract expressionist period.
So is that like the art form that like really speaks to you? It's like abstract.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I feel like because it mainly focuses on like the feeling and the emotions, and it makes you think. So I don't know. I'm kind of just like tired, especially with like social media.
Yeah.
How everything is just directly given to us. And I'm like, all right, that was cool.
It's a little too easy.
It's easy, and you don't spend time with it.
Yeah. I feel like whenever I see an abstract painting, I feel like I'm really seeing the artist like go through the feelings, and it's not like going through the motions, because like
No.
anyone can be taught to like paint a really nice like
Right.
portrait,
Right.
but like good abstract art and bad
Bad
abstract art.
You do, and like I like am always like, okay, well, do we describe this as like good and bad art? Because like how people are like good hair and bad hair. It's like, well, what does that really mean? So like low key the same for art, but also not, because it's like that. I feel like I can see attention to details. I can see the effort. I can see the passion behind that, and that's what really like comes out with abstract art. Because even if you don't like it, you can still feel that artist, and that's what's like, I don't know, it warms my heart.
So you are of the opinion that like all art could be good art.
And see, you just generalized it so much. No, it's not. No, that's not true.
Because art's complex.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel like as long as the artist is happy, yeah. But within like trying to step into like the professional art world, there are rules to that. And if you don't follow those rules and like, or at least know them and then like maneuver around them in a way that's creative and innovative, then it's like, okay, that's good art. But you know,
I mean, that's kind of the reason why I like Basquiat, because it's like he knew the rules of art, but like said F him and just did whatever he wanted.
Right, and to me, like that, it's just so inspiring. One, and two, it's just like you need to know the rules to be able to break them.
Yeah.
You cannot break rules you don't know. What are you breaking? What are you doing? You have no clue.
Yeah.
So it's like knowing the rules are really important to be able to like push those boundaries, and that's where like bad art, a lot of times those artists like don't know those rules.
Yeah.
So then it's like, nah, you just fucked up the composition. And like that wasn't the rule that you knew and used.
You were
wisely.
actively trying to do that.
Right.
You just didn't know
you
what
just
you were
didn't
doing.
know, right?
Okay.
The intention behind it.
All right.
So who's one of your favorite artists, whether visually, musically, fashion designers?
Okay, so artist-wise, I love Basquiat. Just what he did, it was just like free. It wasn't trying to conform to any rules. It was just him doing what he wanted to do. When it comes to brands, I like the more low-key brands, like the Basket Case Gallery. If you heard of them, they're out of LA. Really love that brand. Like Half Evil. Those are some of the like few brands that come to mind. Yeah.
That just made me think of is it Cactus Jack Flea Market?
Cactus Jack. Is that some Travis Scott stuff?
No. It's the flea market something. I'm not really good with fashion. I don't know.
I feel like I should know this then.
One of my friends just wears it all the time, and he does. I mean, it's a woman, so excuse me. She did a lot of like Kanye stuff when he was coming out with what was the album? When he did the Sunday Choir.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King. So like she did a lot of stuff for him for that. And
I love that merch.
Right. I'm pretty sure she did a lot of stuff for Travis too, just because like it looks so similar. But her stuff is really cool. Like it's a lot about the lettering and
It's so hard to find like a good tie front, and I think tie front is like such an underrated art form. Like that shit can really make
or break.
Exactly.
Right. I feel like a lot of that is like people just really not knowing that is like, I don't know, that makes you stand out.
It does. It really does.
No matter how simple it is, it makes you stand out, and like once you make that your own, it's for you.
Exactly. And it's like not a lot of brands can get away with just doing Times New Roman.
No.
Like you could have a lot
Do
of.
they have any brands that do that?
None that I can think of.
Okay, so
I might just do a Times New Roman t-shirt just to do it.
Everybody else be like, this is what you want.
Exactly.
I get it in words.
This is
or
super simple.
Arial.
Yeah. Oh, people don't even understand that like that stuff is important. Like when it comes to making your brand deck, like, hey, this is my time font. Like I don't see anyone else doing this. This is just me.
And then when you like teach me about not type
brand decks.
Brand decks.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't understand that there was so much that goes into that.
Yeah.
And how like the type font is really important.
Yeah.
And it's like pick a couple just so you can like play around with. But then like how does that really tie into your brand? How often do you use it? What do you use it for?
Which is your primary?
Right.
What is your secondary?
Right.
All that stuff matters.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. And then colors.
Colors so important.
Yeah, colors is so important. Like just keeping on track with like what is your primary color? Which color do you always like hang around? And then which is the one that like comes through in like the second half?
Right. Like I'm a big like color theory is my steez. That's what I really like. And so it helps a lot with painting. So I'm like, well, what's the color psychology behind this? Why did y'all pick this color? Because you know, like red for a lot of fast food uses red and like yellows, like very vibrant colors, because they make you hungry.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because, ooh, that was loud in this.
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy because I was looking at like the like high fashion trends for like this winter, and red is supposed to be it.
Red's a color?
Yeah.
That just made me think of Kanye's Gap jacket that he had. Oh, beautiful. Those puffers, beautiful. But yeah, red's an interesting color. Every single color has its own meaning and multiple meanings, honestly. So it's really about like what your brand is about and why you picked that color specifically for that. And I can tell a whole story within itself.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Why is that?
I don't know. Blue has literally always been my favorite color. Like, from as long as I can remember, my mom's like, you've always been obsessed with blue. I don't know why. Whenever we came back from the storm and we were able to like redo our house, I was like, I want every last wall in this bitch blue. And every last wall in my room was blue. Like, the most obnoxious blue.
Yeah. Was it like not like a sky blue, but like
no, it was like
Sonic the Hedgehog blue?
I don't. It was damn near this.
The
iPhone bubble blue.
iPhone.
I'm like, that's kind of a lot, but I was very happy at the time. What's your favorite color? I would give you like, you wear a lot of black.
I do. Because I think black like makes me feel
black
more
looks
fitting.
so good.
Yeah.
Clothing wise, just like you can't go wrong. It's a hit every time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like your favorite color would be. I don't want to say red because that's too typical.
Yeah, no.
Like black or like a silver or like a taupe. I could be also very wrong. I have no clue.
I think my favorite color is like more of a shade of brown.
Yeah.
Something like darker, but like not actually black. I like browns.
Like a mocha.
Yeah. I love mocha. Oh.
No, yeah. I'm like, I would not give you the stereotypical red. Because every boy's like red.
Yeah.
Or blue. I'm like.
Pick a different color.
Right. Even though my favorite color is blue. But like.
There's a whole spectrum of them, bro.
I'm like, I like all of them. My favorite is blah, blah, blah. But like, blue, I don't know.
I think for me growing up, it was very much green.
Nice one.
But it's not because of like any special thing. I like Fast and Furious growing up, and the green car was like honestly the best.
That was yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green is all colors are nice colors. Blue, green, and orange has been creeping in there for me as like the top. Just because it looks so good with blue. It's a compliment. Yeah. Because usually I'm like, because orange can be too much.
It can. I feel like that with like orange and yellow.
Can be too much. I feel like a nice like muted yellow or like a mustard yellow, like a little fall yellow, or like yellow.
Yeah. It just screams hazard to me.
Right. And orange, it's just like it hurts your eyes.
It does.
It does.
And I think that's why when it comes to like me, when I make my stuff for my clothes, I don't try to do bright colors.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just too much.
Especially if it's for like type fonts, like that's so hard to read.
It is.
So hard
it hurts.
to read. It does.
I'll do like a pop of something bright,
Right.
but like nothing more.
Right. And we love that. The
Mhm.
simplicity, but
Just-
also adding a little razzle dazzle, a little one two.
People miss the point on like simplicity.
Yeah.
Like they try to make something super complicated, and it's just really like keep it simple, stupid.
Right. Because I don't know, that's where like the sweet spot really is.
Mhm.
Like knowing, I feel like when I first started painting, knowing when to stop was one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
Because you can have the perfect painting and not know when to stop and completely kill it.
Oh.
Like, and that hurts.
Yeah.
Because I've done that a couple times. I should have never put that shit on. Man.
I know a lot of brands that just literally throw a bunch of shit on a t-shirt, and it's like, this is popping. It's like, this is too much.
This is too much.
It's too much.
Your eye, like, what's your focus?
Mhm.
It's different if like you played it more where like, I don't know. I'm thinking of a design where it's just like a whole bunch of like line drawings in the background, but it's all in like black. And then maybe, I don't know, the logo or like the name is in like a pop of color. So your eye draws there first.
Yeah.
And then it has something to play with in the background to where you forever have something. But like once it's just like too much shit, it's just too much.
Yeah. And a lot of people just can't stand that. Oh, and then the other issue is like when it's too simple.
Right. Because then it's like, did you try?
Exactly.
Did you care?
Like, you can't just throw your name of the brand on the front of your t-shirt and just be like, this is it.
Right, and then charge like $150 for it.
Oh, gosh. And it's like, that isn't cut so.
No,
Like, come on.
right.
Like,
This is, you got that shipped in.
this is a gilded t-shirt.
Right.
Hashtag VLOAN. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so.
I just know that whole brand because the like sorry,
Toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But VLOAN, they got in trouble quite a few whiles back because they like to do shit on gilded t-shirts.
Oh my god.
And then charge people
And charge how much they charge for
like
it.
$90.
Right.
Like, it's not even. Anyone could have done this. Yeah.
That's toe up because you have the coin to do right by it. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel the difference in a nice shirt.
Oh yeah.
Because I know I
100%.
can. I'm like, this is cheap. And
Yeah.
as soon as you put those types of shirts in like the wash and dry,
They fall apart.
or they shrink hella, and it's like that's not what I paid $90 for.
Yeah. Oh. Or like, what about those brands that like do cut and sew, but then like they charge $200 for the t-shirt?
So I would need an example of a brand like that to really know.
I can't think of any of them on top of
Because
my
all
head.
I know, like personally, for cut and sew is like a lot of the local designers here. So it's like I feel set your price because you made that.
Yeah.
Like you made the design. I mean, you made the pattern. Then you actually like made everything. So then that makes sense.
So do you?
But you know, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh no! I was like, I want to hear what you're gonna say.
If it's just like if you have the money as a brand to do cut and sews and care that much, like you can also drop the price to where your audience is really able to. But it's also like whoever your audience is, you cater towards that. And if you don't want it to be like less than $200, you're telling me who this is for.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hypebeast.
Right.
Do you think there's like a difference in it being cut and sew by like the actual designer versus like they had that shit like shipped out?
Yeah, no, I do. I think it's a difference because that's like, oh my gosh, I was just talking about this recently. How like big painters, they get to a level where like they no longer paint their shit. Like you might design it, but your studio assistant is painting it. So it's like, is that really your painting?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of really big artists that do that.
Like, so they're just like, I want this here, paint this. Damn.
Yeah, they can literally make a painting without touching a paintbrush.
Damn.
Right. I'm like, I guess. I will never get to that point.
Well, I saw a quote where it's like, you're not paying for an artist's labor, you're paying for their vision.
That's facts. I feel like you're paying for all of it.
Yeah.
I always say creative intellect, first and foremost, that's the vision. My time and labor and materials. So, like, I guess you're paying for the labor of the studio assistant.
Yeah, and then you're just paying for his, like, creativity and his vision.
But that's just, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of cop. Like, that's not your painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just teaching, you're training people how to paint like you. which is like interesting because there's like you learn a lot from doing like master paintings and like really trying to like learn a specific style.
Mhm.
But then you're like hindering that person's creativity and you're not doing it.
Yeah.
So is it your piece?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm gonna take this off. This has
It's
been
weird.
it's been throwing me off the
Okay.
whole time. Well, short interlude. All right, perfect. All right. Now I feel like I can actually hear you because I'm hearing like double of you and I'm hearing double of me.
Right.
I don't like this.
Super weird. And then they had the effect, right?
Oh
So then
yeah,
it's, like,
it's just throwing me off.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, now we're back.
Now we're back.
And we better.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have any cool topics? Anything that this week that piqued your mind?
I learned a lot about the like politics of the art world.
Ooh.
And like how as an artist you really need to understand like the business side of things to really survive.
Yeah.
Because people will play you. Like,
Damn.
yeah.
What happened?
Nothing happened specifically to me, but like just talking to other artists who are like in better positions where like they work with galleries all the time and like are able to like show work in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Like galleries want 50% when you sell.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like being able to advocate for yourself, like you came to me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
I refuse. And then just like understanding what you need to do. So like I need to build a vault of paintings.
Yeah. I keep a little vault. I keep a
As
vault
you
of just
should.
random shit.
Right.
Just random stuff.
Because it's like it's just a healthy practice to have for yourself. And then also like when people see your work and want like they reach out and want to buy stuff,
Yeah.
you need a vault.
Mhm.
Like and that's not something that you need to like post or anything because
Well, I have this weird tendency of like I just want to share.
Right,
And sometimes I
facts,
overshare. So
facts.
then I had to like make a spoof page where I could
Yeah.
post like my random stuff.
right. And I feel that because that's what I'm like. Everything I make, I want to post.
Yeah.
Because I want y'all to just see.
Mhm.
But like thinking of making a vote, I'm like, okay, this got to be on the low.
Yeah.
Like how in the Tiffany and Company thing that Jay-Z and Beyonce just did, they were in front of the Basquiat piece. That was
Yeah.
literally a never before seen piece.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was
That
beautiful.
Tiffany blue was
yeah,
beautiful.
It was hitting, bro. It
Oh
was
my
hitting.
god!
I saw that. I saw
right, but it's like to have something like that, and for all of us to be shocked, like 30-something years
Yeah.
later.
Like, he
did
this?
that?
Yeah.
And y'all had it? Like,
Yeah.
where you got it from?
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Illuminati, bro. Who they get that from, bro?
How do you
How?
How?
And well, if you really start to think about it, the amount of pieces he probably had in the vault.
Crazy.
Yeah, because
Insane.
I've seen a documentary about him where like he
The
literally,
radio show?
where he literally just painted on everything,
Everything. Every single thing.
taking doors off the
Every
fridge.
single
Oh
thing,
my
right.
god,
Mm.
that's a true vault right there.
I wonder how much we didn't see.
It's probably a lot.
I'm sure it's
Because you know
fun.
he used to do like little postcards. That's how him
Yeah.
and Andy Warhol met. Was like he used to
Yeah.
paint like postcards.
And then he just wait. I know there's like a whole elaborate story as to how they met. I'm gonna not push myself to think about that right now.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna think about like maybe it was just a postcard, but like think about all those like random Basquiat pieces that were
Right.
postcards just
Floating around.
Some dude probably
Right.
like bought them for $5 and probably threw it away.
Right. Or they knew. Because he got like big whenever he was alive.
He did.
Not as big as he is now.
Oh yeah, but you gotta like think about like the time in between of him doing
Right.
that. Like that
And then
could've gone
blowing up.
away.
Could have. Because I'm sure he was just giving them to people.
Damn, bro. So
Now you, whoever had it and threw it away, you flopped. Like,
Fumbled the bag.
Fumbled a huge bag.
Damn.
Keep all the art. Like, even if you don't know, I just like collecting art.
Yeah.
So it's like, whenever I have people come over, I need to start doing that in this space, but at my last apartment, everybody had to draw. And then I had like a wall where I put everybody's stuff up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have something like I should have something.
It's just
like
cool,
that.
like a cool thing to do. I have a TV, but I don't like watching TV, so I'm like, that bitch gonna be off, and we're gonna converse.
Oh,
So
okay.
what are we doing? Like, usually I'll have like, maybe we should do this with guests. Like, I'll have a sketchbook, and and you can make like maybe like you'll have a minute to make whatever mark, so you can only make one mark. You have to pass it, and that's how you build the dry.
Oh, I've seen that, but I've seen it with alcohol.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. The paintings don't finish out really good.
No, because they're very drunk.
Yeah, we're really drunk. Everybody out of here, bro. So you don't watch TV?
Not really, no.
Oh, I watch a lot of TV. I feel like I pull a lot of influences from
TV?
from good films, not like shit
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, did you see Doom?
No, I did not. It was ass. Not good.
Like aesthetically, it was very pleasing, but I'm like,
Plot wise,
I don't even know what really was going on.
Yeah.
Like,
it looked confusing. I wasn't about it.
as and it's long. It's
Oh,
like
no, is
2.5 hours. I'm like, what? I gained nothing from this. And then Zendaya was literally in it for like, if I put all her scenes together, at most 20 minutes. It was 2.5 hours.
And she was only in there for 20 minutes.
At most.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you become that big.
Right. You just have to show face.
Show face, and then all you have to be like Zendaya's in this.
Right,
And be like,
right.
oh, I'm gonna watch
I
this.
mostly feel like she does that intentionally to where she'll get like how her and Tom Holland like had that like I don't know. She just seems to have really good chemistry with a lot of the people she does work with, and then she's like bringing a lot more attention to them. So I'm like,
I
love
think
this.
that's the difference between like good actresses and
Yeah.
not actresses. Where it's like they have chemistry with everybody. Where it's almost like they had known each other for years.
forever, literally.
And that's impressive.
They're able to carry a joke and keep it going.
Did you see Whiplash yet?
No.
Oh, you should. You should.
What is it on again?
It's on Hulu.
That's why.
You don't have Hulu?
No. It's okay. We gonna finesse it somehow.
Oh yeah. Someone in the comment section just give your account
Give your
away.
Hulu password to me, please.
Yeah.
I'll trade you a painting for your Hulu password.
Hey, that's big.
Hold on, don't throw it away.
Yeah, don't ever
Don't
throw it away. I have a painting of my homie, Surf Don't Fall, and I'm holding on to that because I'm more than certain he's gonna blow up at some point, and he's been doing a lot of crazy
and
stuff.
you really like another thing with the market, like you wanna hold on to it for as long as possible. Because even like when he initially blows, that's like I'm sure like if you wait 10 more years, it's gonna be like 10 times the amount that
he's already pushing real hard. Some of his paintings are going for like $20,000-$30,000, and he's actually the person who kind of got me back into like art and like painting and all that stuff.
How long of a break did you take?
I mean, I used to draw a little bit like in like elementary school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A little bit in middle school, got to high school, dropped it.
Yeah.
Graduated, and like I was doing film, and I was doing photography for a while. But he came because he's my friend's brother. That's how we met. Okay. And he was painting on like jean jackets, like t-shirts, shoes, and I was like, I really like this. I love this aesthetic. I also want to start to like draw and paint myself. Right. So I started doing that, and then lo and behold, I was like, damn, I actually love fashion.
And then it just all I don't like how it circled back. That's just.
It's crazy.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. Whenever it's like full circle, where something's always kind of been there, but you didn't understand the importance of it until later, it's like, what? I used to love to draw. I don't like drawing that much anymore. But I used to love to draw, and I would do it a lot in like art class or something I looked forward to, and then I just kind of stopped because dance was my thing. So then I did that. Okay. And I was like, I'm going to be in a really good conservatory.
It was a bunch of like side pieces that like was holding you away from your true passion.
From the true passion.
And it was like the same with that, like photography, film. I even got into music. I was doing SoundCloud for like a little minute. Okay. Yeah, and I was like, none of this stuff like really grasped me. Like I don't think about any of this stuff like all the time. Right.
And that's how you know.
Yeah. That's how you know. And I got to like fashion, and I was like, this is it. Yeah. We found it. I'm home.
Crazy. And then like we're still so young. So to find it this young, it's like
a joy. Some people never find it.
Some people never find it. Or some people find it much later in life and then feel like they have no time to really do things with it. And that's like the saddest thing to me. Don't do that, y'all.
Don't do that. But anyways, we are going to take a short interlude. We'll be right back.